Welcome to Math with Mr. T. In this video, I'm going to show you how to compare fractions. Before I show you with a problem, I need to make sure you understand that this right here, and this right here, and this right here are different signs that we can put inside the circle. This first one means less than. If you forget how to say it, just remember that we read from left to right, and the smallest bit is on the left-hand side. So if you were to read this, you would say less than. This one is said as greater than. Remember, we read from left to right, and the big open side is on the left-hand side. And of course, this is our familiar friend, the equal sign. All right, so let's erase this, and we'll get started with trying to figure out these problems and comparing the fractions. The first thing that you need to do when comparing fractions is make sure you're comparing like things. We need to get a common denominator for these fractions in order to see how many parts, how many slices we actually have. So if I direct your attention to 3/4 and then has some relationship to 5/8, what I can see there is I can turn both of these fractions into eighths. My work is already done on the right, so I am going to turn this into eighths by multiplying the top and the bottom by the same number. The reason I do that is because this is an equivalent fraction. 6/8 is equal to 3/4. I just made it 2 times bigger on the top and 2 times bigger on the bottom. And now that I have 6/8 and 5/8, I know that 6 parts out of 8 is more than 5 out of 8. So I'm going to draw my greater than sign. And if you forget from your childhood, the greater than sign is kind of like an alligator that always wants to eat the bigger number because it's so hungry. Down below, I see 1/6 something 1/5. I'm going to think about a common multiple that both 5 and 6 share. Well, 5 times 6 gets me 30, so that is always an option. But remember, if I make the bottom 6 times bigger, I must make the top 6 times bigger as well. So my new fraction that is equivalent, it's the same as 1/5, is 6/30. And if I want to get this side to 30ths, I need to multiply the bottom by 5 to get 30ths and the top by 5. And now I can compare 5/30ths is less than 6/30ths. If we go to the top right, I see 7/10ths and 13/20ths. Well, this is another easy one because I already have the multiple of 20 that I can use on the right side. And if I multiply this 10 by 2, remember I must do it to the top as well, I now get 14/20ths. 14/20ths is more than 13/20ths, so it would say 14/20ths, or 7/10ths, is greater than 13/20. And last but not least, I have 2/3 has some kind of relationship with 5/9. Well, ninths are already a multiple of 3, so I get to leave that alone on that side. But on this side, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to multiply the 3 by 3, but if I do it on the bottom, I must make the top 3 times bigger as well. This is going to get me a 9 on the bottom, just like I wanted, and a 6 up top. So now I know that 6/9, which is of course equivalent to 2/3, it's the same fraction, it just looks a little different, is greater than 5/9. Thanks for watching. I hope the video was helpful. Please let me know. And don't forget to subscribe.